Hey everybody, welcome. My name's Jared. This is my brother Jake.
How's it going?
Together we're J&J 3D Printing. We just wanted to get together here with you guys and showcase some of the things that we've made. Hopefully we can draw some interest and help you guys out, maybe finding some files for yourselves, or even finding some physical prints for yourselves. First off, what we have up here on our table, I guess you would call this,
Yeah, some really cool stuff.
is dog.
We have a dog behind us.
First off, what we have up here is a collection of houses from Darkrealms. Pino is the artist who designs these. This collection here that he has is called his Vladistov collection. Has an assortment of different various houses, a couple different shops. Actually has an entire castle for Dracula. But these are just some of the pieces that I've printed up for myself for my own use. Me and my guys, we're going to be starting Curse of Strahd campaign here soon, so I set this up as the town of Barovia to help to give them a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Flavor.
A little bit of flavor, yeah.
All playable interiors.
A little bit of flavor. The nice things about these, like Jake said, is every single one of them has playable interiors. The roofs come off. You've got 3 floors in this building here. This is actually the house number 2 to the Vladistov set. Each level has the floors, the stairs, there's working doors on them. So you can go all the way from ground floor all the way up to the attic on these buildings. Plenty of opportunities to get into all sorts of mayhem, trouble, depending on what type of players you have. My players like to attack anything and everything that they see, so there's a lot of places for them to wreak havoc.
And the good thing too is they're gridded out for playability.
Yes, playability.
Yes, that fancy word.
This over here I have, this is a tavern. This is also from Darkrealms. It's not necessarily part of the Vladistov set, but it fits in quite nicely.
Very, very cool.
It is a very neat piece. We will get into this later on. One thing I wanted to show you guys, and girls, is that these pieces, these big buildings here, even though they're all from the same artist, a lot of these other pieces are not. These are things that I've found online. I've either gone on Patreon, I've gone on my mini factory, I've gone on Drive-Thru-RPG, or even Thingiverse and Yegi are both really good sites to find files for. I've pieced this together from various files that I found to make this town set up on its own. In printing them, I've printed these off at a pretty standard level, 0.2 millimeter print level, about 44 to 48 millimeters per second print speed. The plastic I've used in all these houses, the brown and the grays, both hatchbox. This is the hatchbox silver, this is the hatchbox copper. This blue is actually the E-Sun. The only reason why I did the blue is just to differentiate the shops from the houses. And then over here in the tavern, this dark brown is a newer company called GST 3D. And just wanted to try out their PLA, and actually it's printing very well.
If I could just add too, even with the settings that he used, very minimal layer lines, you really don't notice anything.
For those of you that are not painters, that's the reason why I did them in the brown and the gray, is to give you the option to have them table ready. That way you don't have to go through the effort of painting them if you don't want to. Now those of you that do want to paint, my brother's a painter. I'll let him talk to you guys, maybe give you guys a little bit of tips on how to paint these buildings up if you so choose.
Yeah, the cool thing with all these is they take paint great. It's always recommended to prime. You can paint directly on them, and they will hold paint. Give it a nice matte coat when you're done, or a gloss coat, then a matte to help protect it. But I particularly prime it and go from there. I do have a piece, one of our other pieces, some scatter ruins that I took the liberty and painted up. It was the same silver that you see here on the house number 2. Gave it a nice dark black prime. You'll notice the bottom. It's also layered as well for playability. Gave it a nice deep gray dry brush, a heavy dry brush. Kind of gets in the cracks, and then lightened it up with different grays till you get to the white grayscale is what they call it, and you'll notice the wood floor as well. Honestly, 25-minute, 30-minute paint job at the most. You put that on the table, it really pops, and it's a great playable piece. Easy to paint. We can go through that another time, maybe on a painting tutorial. Like Jared said, you got your brown, your grays, your blue, your brown, your grays. This is already playable as is for the people who don't want to paint. But do you want to paint? It'll take you no time at all. So it's really easy to do.
Before we leave you guys, I just want to let you know that if you're interested in any of these files, the links down below will have links to the STLs of your printers, where you can get to the files yourselves, print them yourselves, and have nice pieces also. If you're looking for the actual physical prints, we are licensed merchants with Darkrealms. So any of these buildings here, if you click on our links down below, either on our webpage, our Etsy page, our Facebook page, you can order those prints directly from us, and we will print up exactly what you see here and ship them out to you. Again, appreciate you guys coming in and watching our show. Like, subscribe, J&J 3D Printing,
Facebook, Etsy, Instagram, all the same.
Look us up. Thanks
guys.